All right, let's just jump right in. If you're in marketing, if you're in SEO, you already know the ground is shifting under our feet, and it's happening fast. Today, we're going to break down a practical playbook with 15 real, actionable experiments to help you navigate and honestly win in Google's new AI-driven search reality. And this quote right here, it just hits the nail on the head. We have to be super clear about this. This is not just another algorithm update. It's not a small tweak. We're talking about a completely new search experience, a fundamental shift where the old rules just get thrown out the window. Users might not even see that classic list of blue links anymore. So what's the core change, really? Well, this slide lays it out perfectly. In traditional search, the game is simple, right? It was all about the blue links. You fought tooth and nail to get that click. But in AI mode, the AI just serves up the answer directly. So the goal has completely flipped. The new game is not about getting a click, but about being cited as an authoritative source inside that AI answer. And that means, and there's really no easy way to say this, your old SEO playbook is now basically obsolete. All those strategies you've spent years, maybe even a decade perfecting, they might not work anymore. Relying on those past tactics is kind of like trying to navigate a brand new city with an old, crumpled up map. It's not going to get you where you need to go. So this brings us to the million-dollar question, doesn't it? If clicks are no longer the main prize, what is? How do you adapt your entire strategy to not just survive, but to actually thrive in this new world? Okay, let's get into the mechanics of it. So let's really break down this new AI reality from Google. It's built on a couple of core ideas that are just fundamentally different from everything we're used to. And, getting these is absolutely the first step to mastering the whole thing. First up, you've got zero-click behavior. Think of it this way. AI mode is designed to keep people on the Google results page by just giving them a complete answer right then and there. This means your new goal isn't getting them to your site. It's making your content so good that the AI has to cite you as a source. Your brand becomes visible, even without that click. Okay, second, and this one is huge, is something called binary intent matching. In the past, if your content was kind of relevant, you might still show up on page 1. Not anymore. The AI is looking for the perfect answer to a very specific question. If your content isn't a dead-on match, you're invisible. It doesn't matter how high your domain authority is. Close enough is no longer good enough. It's all or nothing. Now, what's really cool is we have actual data on what works. And this is fascinating. It's not just about what you write, but how you write it. Just by structuring your content with simple bullet points, you can boost your chances of getting cited by over 8%. Use numbered steps for a process, that's another 5% boost. Your formatting has a direct, measurable impact. It's wild. And all this data leads us to the central idea of this entire explainer. In a world that is changing this fast, you just can't rely on old best practices. The only real way forward is to experiment. You have to test, not guess. I absolutely love this quote. Think about it. Best practices are, by definition, all about what worked in the past for someone else. But we're in a completely new game now. The only way to figure out what actually moves the needle for your brand, for your audience, is to roll up your sleeves and test it yourself. And the proof is right here in the numbers. The data is crystal clear. Teams that run systematic experiments see 3 times higher AI citation rates. 3 times. And that makes perfect sense, because experiments help you find those little nuances that are specific to your industry, the things that generic best practices will always miss. That's a massive competitive advantage, and it's built on being smarter, not just having a bigger budget. So, how do you actually do it? Let's dive into the action plan. We're going to break down some of those 15 experiments into a few manageable tiers, so you can literally start right away. We're going to start with Tier 1, the quick wins. These are the low-hanging fruit. Things like creating landing pages for super specific questions, adding those bullet points we just talked about, or structuring your content with the answer first, then the explanation. These are changes you can make in a few hours, and you can start seeing the results almost immediately. And this slide is the perfect visual. Look at the before. It's just a wall of text. It's hard for a person to scan, and it's nearly impossible for an AI to pull out a clear, concise answer. Now look at the after. It's the exact same information, but it's structured as a clean, numbered list. This is what the AI is hungry for. This is how you get cited. Here's another really high-impact experiment: integrating stats into your content. You have to remember,
AI systems are trained to find and value claims that are backed by data. So by auditing your content and just adding a few verifiable stats from trusted sources, you're sending this massive signal to Google that your content is credible and totally worthy of being cited.
And of course, beyond the quick wins, the playbook scales up. Tier 2 experiments are about higher value over weeks, not days. Think creating reusable AI-optimized content templates. Then you have Tier 3, which is the long game. This is stuff like building out deep topic clusters that have a powerful compound effect over months, establishing your site as the undisputed authority. So we have the playbook, we know what to do, but now we have to talk about what it actually means to win. Because success in this new world, it's not measured in the same way it used to be. The rules have changed, so the scoreboard has to change too. We're moving away from those old vanity metrics, like rankings and clicks. The new metrics that truly matter are things like citation frequency, citation quality, and most importantly, revenue influence. We're not just tracking traffic anymore, we're tracking our brand's actual impact. And why does that influence matter so much? Get this. The data shows that users who see a brand cited in an AI response are 2.8 times more likely to convert later on. So even without a single click, that citation is building trust, it's building brand recall, and it pays off big time down the road. That's the real ROI here. And to make this all feel a lot less overwhelming, here's a simple, actionable roadmap for your next 30 days. In week 1, you just set your foundation. Week 2, you knock out those quick wins we talked about. Week 3, you can move on to some of the bigger structural changes. And by week 4, you're in a position to measure your results and start scaling what works. It's totally doable. So, we'll end on this thought. Right now, most of your competitors are probably just waiting. They're watching, they're hoping a new set of best practices just falls from the sky. But the real opportunity is now. This is your chance to get way ahead by testing, learning, and building a real, lasting advantage in the age of AI search. The only question is, are you ready to start experimenting?